Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I had to switch that on because if I didn't I wouldn't have been able to get out of here today because I come in here real early this morning because I got up real early this morning, but I had 8:30 a bit, 8:45 or something, and the time just went so fast because I've been looking for stuff to do my next project with, and it's going to be I'm going to make myself something this time. Okay, so I have a few things that I want to try first to see if they work, and that's when you're coming. Okay, so I'm gonna try and make leaves today with some ribbon, and I've also got a couple of other things that I wanted to do. So I'm gonna put this back in here. I need some. I guess I'll try these ones here, them green ones. I've got a few of the green ones. Right. I still have a few things that I want to find, but I better not do that just now because we'll never get this done, will we? Now, right. I'm just going to move these things off of this mat. Move the things off the mat that I'm working on here. So I don't know if I want them on there. I'll go sit in there, please. So I'll have a mat to work on. I've got used to these mat things now and I like to use them. The other one's got all the beginnings of my next piece of work, which is going to be a quilt. I'm going to make myself, myself and my hubby, a cover. It will only be something that can be, I'll just turn the fan on, something that can be just put on the bed or hung up, but I don't know if I'd put it, you couldn't use it. It's not going to be able to be used because it's going to be crazy patchwork, and each one of my squares is going to be 10 inches. So I've been working on it already. I started yesterday with great excitement, so I've been working on it there this morning as well. I'm collecting up bits and pieces. I want to practice a couple of things before I go and actually put them onto the work, because there's things that I haven't done before. So I'll need a piece of fabric for that. I've got here behind me. I'll just come back around here. I think I found something I'm going to need later. I found something I'm going to need later for it. No, it's not right, it's a bit wrong. A bit there's nice, a bit there's nice. And one piece. Where's the big bit? Sorry. I'm trying to get the book off the top of it. There's lots of this blue, so I've been using a fair bit of blue. But I can use this to put some practice pieces on, and I've also put some in it too. I think all colours I'm using. I think I've got 8 or 9 in the first square, in the first block. I've only just actually put the pieces down, so that was a little bit of trial and error because I had to figure out what I was going to use and stuff like that. But this is going to be something that I'll probably do a lot about in my own time. If you understand, there'll be a few videos on it from time to time, but it just depends, because sometimes when you're working on something, you probably need to give yourself a bit of space, you know. Anyway, so let's a little bit of time out, you know. Like Wednesdays are going to be my day off. I'll probably still put a video up, but I'm still going to be, like, I'll work out in the lounge room and do it there. I'm going to cut this. Oh dear. I'm having trouble with my scissors lately. I don't know if I've got a pair left. It's not been compromised in some way. Okay, so I've got this one here, and I'm sure I've done the leaf thing before, but I really want to try and see what this is going to look like, these two sorts, because You can't do something if you don't know what you're doing, can you? You can, but you don't want to. The fabric that I'm putting it onto is very delicate. There's a lot of beautiful satin and stuff like that, so I don't really want to have to be pulling things undone from making mistakes. I think I showed you this sort of leaf that I'm going to do now. That's really easy, as far as I can tell it is anyway. Let me see. Am I still in the shot here? Yeah, I know. That way, and then you gather that in and you've got a leaf. Okay, so that's your leaf. You know, does that look... Yeah, but see, I'm not impressed with that sort of leaf. That leaf doesn't impress me at all. How about one with the wire in it? That might sit a little bit better. What do you reckon? That might be a little bit better. I wasn't really looking to have anything too bulky. Well, there have to be big things on there, but not too bulky. That doesn't look too bad, do you reckon? Leaf-like. I'll make this one, and then we'll do some other stitches and some flowers and things. I haven't got a lot of my ribbon in here because it's out there. I bought some the other day, and it's exciting. I don't know why I'm singing again. Got my singing voice on again. I was really excited about it because I bought all the mauvey colours, and next time I'm going to buy all the, I don't know, apricot colours, and not all of them, but I got 10 mauve colours, and I think they're a fair bit on each one, a few metres on each one. Can't remember now. If I think of it, I'll put the link up, because I think I got it from someone else's channel. What was the name? I'll figure that out too, and hopefully remember that. I just can't promise anything, okay? So you got to go, you fold that, and then you sew this across here. Alright. So so the story goes, you know, this is how this goes. And you just pull that up, because you've got a knot, and you've got this leaf thingy shape, I guess. And I actually think that I figured out how to put the leaf on the tree last night while I was supposed to be asleep. Because that's what I do sometimes. I have ideas when you're supposed to be sleeping. Oh, that's better. And see, then you would have whatever flower you've put in there with it would go over the top of it. You know, if you've got a rose or something. And you wouldn't be able to see the underneath. So that was easy, wasn't it? And I think I like it because of the wire that goes through. And I'm going to cut that off. Pretty short. Just enough though that you can put it underneath something, okay? So I can get this in some sort of a position, I suppose. And I'll probably make these a few of them for a couple of the squares that we're doing. I will show you a bit of the work on it, because I've got enough little episodes of things that we're putting up for the other stuff. I don't really need to. I've got to focus on a few other things too, so can't do too much. But I can. I like to change things. I like to do something different. Okay, I think it's all right. I feel a bit. Oh, wait a minute. Well, there's a flower there, you can stick it on that. But that would not help, because that's a shocking colour. Well, it's too bright, that's what I'm saying. It's a shocking colour. So if you had a nice rose or something on there. Now, I have a little tiny bit of thread here, like cotton here on things. And I need a blue. Well, I have a blue in that packet that I had a while ago, haven't I? A little bit of blue. Oh, a lot of blue here. What did I do with that in my hand? Did you see that, people? It was here. Oh, here it is. Oh, goodness. You can't really see this very plain, but I want to make a flower out of this. So I'm going to cut that. Oops, that was really sideways, wasn't it? I should put on the heading, this is how you thread your needle for your ribbon, because I don't think some people quite get the idea. I don't know. You put it through like that, see? And then you pull it down like this, so you can get it through your work. Righto? And now I'm going to have trouble trying to get through here, I suppose, unless I use the awl, which I could make a hole of that if I want to. Because what I'm doing now, whoops, you pull your thread up, just scratch it back down and it'll go back down. I won't do a knot because I'll make it too bulky. And I should have went a bit further away from the edge, because I'll probably need this for something else, won't I? Now I'm going to go down in there, next to it. Don't go through your ribbon. Come on, you can do this. You can do it. And I'm going to just pull that down a bit, not too much. Having trouble with the fan. Right, so you got that bit now. Which way will I put it? Like that. And then you put a piece of ribbon over that. I'll cut that off. Why not? And then I'll come up, I'll move all these bits, come in behind me. And I'll come up through at the side here with this bit of blue, small bit of blue. Actually, that's not a good idea. You probably need a different colour than the blue. What do you reckon? So we need some green on that, don't we? Do I have green somewhere? With what I was doing before, I've got that brown one connected to that still. I've got some of this. I was going to show you how this works too. It's a satin one, right? It's a satin ribbon, but it's oh no, this is a bit stiff. I was expecting it to be a bit flexible, more flexible than that. Much more flexible than that. So I'm going to leave that threaded because I want that in a minute. This one here. So I hope you've learned something from this, because it's not doing really a tutorial as much as what we're doing a craft with me. I want to do a few different things that I've actually seen about, and then I want to try them, you see. Now you push that back down there. This is going to be really hard to get through that fabric. If you want to do something really, I'll get a piece of this here. This will be better. This will work better. Even though I put that through there, I should probably keep going with that one. But this will be better to work with because it's really it's very open. Open weave things are better. I'll try and see if I can get it through this to make this flower. Don't go through your ribbon. Yeah, this is going to be really hard to do. Okay. Well, looks like we're going to leave that piece of fabric and we'll try this piece. So this is the idea. There's no way, if I have got, which I have, a lot of silk fabrics, I'm not going to be able to sew that ribbon through it, am I? So that was why I tried to figure out what I'm going to do to it. Now, I've decided now too that that's not going to work, is it? Because it won't go through that one, so it's not going to go through this. So what I'm going to have to do is make the actual thing itself like so, and do the same as I did with the leaf, which probably blew on the floor by now. No, here it is. And get the ribbon and put around and make the thing, and then actually put it onto the piece of work. Make the petal type thing, whatever we got, and put it onto the work, because it's not going to go through that fabric for me, is it? No way in the world is that going to go through the fabric. So if I make those and then stitch them to the piece of work, that would probably be a petal using this thicker ribbon, because I can't put the ribbon through the other, unless of course I make ribbon flowers, and they're easy, aren't they? So I gather some of these up and see what I get. I might be able to make something good. You never know. You never know. Because I really like to use these bits and pieces here that I've got, these nice organza ones. I really want to use these because I'm going to use a lot of the other ribbon in it too. So I'm going to try gathering this up now, okay? So I'm starting at the end, and I've got a good size knot, because if you don't have a good size knot, you're going to end up with it coming straight through at you, and that wouldn't be good, would it? I could make little sort of fan type things like out of it, I suppose, but I'll do a few flowers first. Make a few flowers first and see what they look like, because I think I'm going to have to like these, because I'm sure that they'll look good. Now, I usually have the idea of how long this is going to be, but I think it's about 4 inches or 5 inches long before it, maybe do 5 inches before it goes together, because you get a good gather on it then. Don't cut the cotton off. Don't cut the cotton off, Sonya. Right. So I've got that. I'm going to make this into a really nice flower. You wait. It's not going to be just a plain ordinary flower. Just not a gathered up flower, okay? I'm going to turn it into something really nice. You know, I've got to do a lot of work to it. I can't just make just a gathered flower. This is not going to help me at all. It's not what I'm going for. I want to put it in the show, okay, the thing that I make. So therefore, you know, it's trial and error here. This is like it's cobbled up. Well, the show's in August, so we'll see how we go. You reckon we'll get there? I don't know. We'll have to cut that off and start again, because I've got big knots there and it's not going to work. Right, now, let's have another go. Come here. I don't want to waste that bit, I don't think. Come on. So when you're putting your straight stitches around there, we can't spend all day fiddling with that. When you're putting your straight stitches around, these ones, don't, whatever you do a back stitch, otherwise you're not going to be able to gather this up, okay? Alright, good. That's good. So we'll be making some elements for me to put on this, because it's going to have a lot of ribbon work on it. A lot of ribbon work on it, and lace, okay? And I'll get it for as big as I can. If I get it to a wall hanging, that's what it'll be. If I get it to a small bed knee thing or whatever, that's what it'll be. It depends on what size I can get it to. Now, I have some little backs for these somewhere. These little felt back things, alright. Now I've done that again. How am I doing this? What is wrong with me today? I've been playing around too much with stuff and haven't got anything done, have I? It's really cool here today, even though I have got the fan on though, because it's starting to get warm, starting to pick up the weather. We had a bit of rain last night, but not much. There was only 8 millimetres or something, Jeremy said, so it wasn't really much to wet the ground that much, so I'll have to pull that back through there. I don't want that to come undone. Put these two pieces here together like that first. Pull that up. Stitch these two together. You can stitch it or you can glue it, but it's easier. I found it easier to stitch because maybe I don't find it easier to stitch. Goodness me. I'm actually going to pull that up and end it off, and then I'm going to might glue that. Although I don't want to be able to see the glue. Now I've got a flower, sort of, nearly. Alright, so I might stitch up this way. Where's the end bits? So you want to sew, you're going to cut the bit of this off because it's too much there. It's just too much. I'll just sew it up here a bit and see what happens. So if you use the glue and it dries clear, it might be a better idea, but we'll just try this for a minute. See what we look like. Righto. Now I started up the glue pot this morning, so it should be still working. So when you fluff it round, that should sit so it's covered over anyway, that underneath bit. And you need one of these. I'm going to put this on here now to control it. I want it to be under control. Put a bit of glue on that. I bought these on the internet for hardly any money. These little round dots. I got these ones and the other ones were bigger and I didn't realise how big they were going to be. These ones are a good size, the other ones were a bit too big, but it just depends what sort of flower you're making. And this has got to come out today, it was earlier. Oh dear. Anyway, so that's on there. Come back here, you. Right, now we'll stick this on the back of that to start with. And you can see it. Right. Just got to hold down and stick it down for a minute. I'll just have to hang on to it for a second. So these little things, I had heaps of them. This is only a small amount I've got left. I've still got more somewhere. Now in the middle of there, I'll have to put something because I can't. We can see that, can't we? So we don't want that. Now, what are we going to put in the middle? I got a few things out of me. Out of my bits of work earlier. It's sticking down. Eventually, it will be. I'll have to have a mouthful of water again. I've got something here that I want to tear. This is a piece of material off of a friend's mother's dress, I think. Stephanie, did your mother's dress? I'm tearing up. Got one bit. Now I'm going to get another bit. It's very skinny. It's okay. Okay, works. Because we can use fabric in these things too, can't we? We can use fabric in these things. And I've got this piece. And I know where the other bit of stuff is that I want to use too. I know fair where that is. At least I think I do because I said it a while ago. Seen them this morning. I did. I hope it's not coming on stuck. It seems to me like it's going to float off. I know. It's alright. Because it's too... we don't want this too fray. Just a bit fray. And we're going to make a tiny, tiny flower for the centre. Like that. Okay. Keep going yet, we've got more to do. Keep going. I'm just going to do a couple more stitches, I think. We are fighting a fair bit with the bits of thread and the fan, aren't we? There's a bit going on with everybody and everything. Righto, so you put those two pieces together. I'm going to hold them together while I pull that up. Okay, and then I'm going to sew through here because while I got hold of it, and tighten that up there. Go along here. Right. Yeah, it was Thursday here today. Another week's gone already. It's just, time's just going fast, so fast, so fast. Ah, well. You don't seem to have enough hours in the day, fair dinkum. People say you're bored. I don't know. I don't know how they could be bored. Or why they'd be sitting around doing nothing, saying they'd be bored. Can't understand that. Because I do know the odd person like that, you know, the different ones. Don't learn anything and don't do anything like this, so they don't have nothing to do. Well, they can't figure out what they want to do anyway. Okay, so that's that bit. Now, this other thing. The other thing is the beads, of course. There'll have to be some beads in this, wouldn't there? And I seen them sitting in here this morning. And I was looking for stuff and I thought, oh, there they are. I'm not looking for them, but they were there. Okay, don't you dare fall down behind the back of the cupboard because I'll be really upset about that. I told Jeremy I dropped something down there, but he wasn't keen to get down and get it out. It's not the right ones. I want the darker ones than that. I'm sure I didn't take them out of here. I think I was like that. I'll leave these there so when the next time I come on here, I'll be able to have them. Now, I think I like those. I think I like them darker ones. And there's them ones, and I had a sort of a goldy lot too, didn't I? So let's put some... Where's the bead needle? I know there's one sitting on that other... Actually, I think I've got two sitting on the other thing. The other thing being the other board, the other ironing thing. Right, we'll have to delve into this box here now and get one. I found one this morning actually in a packet in the cupboard. Here we go. Here we go. Here it is. Right, gotcha. Now, cotton. You got any of that colour? Blue, will do. We're working on the blue so we can put them on the blue. Now the little pattern on the back helps it to be able to be stuck to your project or stitched on, which I'll probably be stitching it on anyway. So I'm going to put that there. Will I do that first or will I put the beads on first? I think I might go with a different coloured bead now that I've come put them together. They're not quite the idea, are they? That happens, doesn't it? You don't. You think you can see something, but you can't really. It's not right. These are the ones that I found one day in the bag up in Vinnie's, these beads, and they were really, really good little beads. So, and I did have some gold ones too. In a small packet, here they are. Right, I think I'll put these on that A. I think I'll put these on this morning. These will look really nice. Then I'm going to have to find some more to put on the others. Aren't I? Sorry about my nails. It's all chipping off. I'm doing myself now, but I don't care. They'll have to be done by me. I don't charge myself to do it, so it doesn't cost me too much at all. Okay, so they're all out now. Great. Never mind. I'm going to put them on the edge first. So where that what's the name is, the seam, will come up through there. We need to have a knot on that, Sonya. Now, if you're going to use this or Well, see, that's not going to be a bother if there's a knot under there, is it? It's not going to worry at all. So I'm going to try and, if I stitch that down like that, put a bead on, pick up a bead and then just go back down there like that. There's one bead. Then I'll go back through the bead again because I want him to sit a bit tighter, and we'll just go along behind here with a few stitches, and if it's the same colour as the, what's the name, ribbon, it should be right, shouldn't it? Just go back to the other side, and at this side, go back down through the bead, and go along here a bit. Try and make them the same distance apart. I'm going to have to try and come up with a different flower. I need one that's like, oh dear, I didn't wait to stitch that twice. Make sure you put him tight then so he doesn't get all weird. Right, make sure you do this one twice, Sonya. Anyway, I want something a bit more like a drop leaf or something, a flower, I mean, like a bell of some sort of shape thing, don't I? Want something like that to do out of ribbons as well. I'm really liking this. This is going to look really good. Got to find something to put in the centre of that one. I've got some stamens there somewhere. I have, and I'm going to put one of those in there, I think. Get back through there and catch that. That's good. Now, back through here. Now I can see the what's name, cotton, but that doesn't matter because there's no other way you can get on there if you don't use some cotton, I don't think. Gluing wouldn't be an option, not for me anyway. It would be all messy and it would not work at all. So you need 2 stitches in this at least to make sure he's going to sit nice and careful on the edge. So when you go back through, make sure you go back through the other way so you don't unstitch it. It's an unstitch it. That's a word, you know. Oh, come on. Sewing word. Oh, really? Where are you, not? Oh, I got him. Oh, dear. This is really good, you know, doing these things. Really good for me. Really good therapy it is for anybody. You know, like when I say therapy, I mean people don't necessarily need it, but you need to relax. You really need to relax in life because life can be really crappy sometimes, can't it? So you just need to relax. Doesn't that look awesome? Now, I can't afford this to blow on the floor. I'm going to just have a tiny minute and put the stamen things in there. I'm thinking if they'll work or not. There's only some, I've got some tiny weeny ones. Look at this, there's some tiny weeny ones. And I put some in something the other day, didn't I? I was doing. Push that through there. It's white. It's not very impressive, is it? It's not doing anything too, you know. You got to try these things, you never know. If you're not working, you never know if they're going to work or not, do you? Let me see. How about the gold one? This is just practice. This is just practicing, okay? We're practicing. Oh, that looks better. I think that looks better. And I'm thinking maybe I'll bead around that too. We don't know yet. Let me see. Wait a minute. I'll put some... Take that out. Got bits of frayed everywhere, haven't we? I'm thinking maybe not the blue in the inside, in the centre. That could be sort of something that's balking me a bit, that. Because I do feel a little bit... let me see, how's it going to look if I put that there? It might take away too much from the outside. I don't know. We'll just think it through while we're doing a bit more around here. And decide whether we want to put that there or not. Because you could use a different colour. Could use a different colour, couldn't I? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I'll put some more of these on. Might take a little minute, but it doesn't matter, it's worth the time. It's not actually taking that long, I don't reckon, anyway. If you work on something a bit every day, it will get done. I thought there for a minute I unthreaded the needle, but that's okay, I didn't have any trouble threading it today. This one, it's probably a good size though. So my usual size packet is from 10 to 13. These are Sullivan's. You get 6 in there, so I do tend to go through them a bit, bend a few. I haven't really tried straightening them back out yet though, but I don't know if that'll work really good, I don't know. You could use them, you know, even if they are bent. I did do 2 things in that time. I just didn't say. I'm going back through there again now. Sometimes I do on 2 little stitches and sometimes I do on one bit bigger one, but that's where we're working. It's alright, it's working for us, isn't it? Oh dear. I'm just poking about here to see what I can put in the middle of this instead of the thing I did. I don't know. I'd like to put in the centre of it. I think it might just need maybe I could just put a nice button, maybe. No, the button might not have the good effect. About that. That might look alright. That might look alright. Or why am I putting the blue in? What am I sticking with that for? I need to get off the blue. Let's see what a yellow thing will look like. That's bright, isn't it? Pink? No. I'm just looking for a colour, okay? Just looking for a colour. No, that's not working. Not the button either. Okay. Might have to make another little flower out of something. I might not. I've got a big heap of them over there in the other direction. I can just go and grab one in a minute and see what I've got there that I can use. I only went through there once with that, I think, too. Little birds are very cheery this morning. They're fairly talking away. I think it's because the weather's a bit cooler today and they're out there having a little talk. Jeremy always puts a little thing of water in the garden for them. He always fills up the water things in the garden for them to get in. We have little tiny finches that come here, and if there's leaves on the plants and that and the water's on them, they get in them bath. It's really nice. It's really nice to see that. It is. Oh, my cat the other day was sitting on he was on the bed He was leaning against the cupboards and he was sitting up on his bottom. He looked cool. And I couldn't get a picture because I didn't have a camera or anything with me. Get a picture of that. They only do them things sometimes, don't they? It's just when you haven't got nothing to take a picture of that. You too, Sonya. Okay. My time's going. Might have a bit of time to finish this. I hope it'll take me all this time to make one flower. But not really. It's not take me that long, really. Has that got through twice? I think I did. Go along a bit. So I heard a dog out there. Nobody's around here should have a little dog loose about, and there's some one stray one. We think there's one from up the back keeps coming over the back fence of the night time and eating our dog's food, because she's only a little dog. Jeremy gives her dinner every afternoon, and she has a lovely time up the back getting into the anything we've thrown out, like a bun roll maybe or something like that. She's in a scrap bucket or the compost thing. There's nothing bad yet. She's getting it as Jeremy's taking it out each day. She gets a bit of extra something, or we give her something out of the kitchen, but and there's some, and she's not always eating hers. So the birds and the stray cats and dogs, they eat. Oh, I hope there's not too many dogs, but we think there's one that's coming in there eating her dinner. But she's not starving. Don't worry about that. It's not going to happen. She gets all excited if she gets a chicken leg or a bit of meat or something, and she get up the backyard and she's crying because she can't find nowhere to bury it. Ah, dear. And really, would she actually go back and find it if she did bury it? I just don't think so. Obviously, she can't eat it then because she's not hungry. Cat doesn't eat anything but his cat biscuits. Won't eat nothing else, not a thing. And when I open a thing of cream, he knows when I've opened the cream, because if I'm doing any cooking, I'm making curry. He knows that's what I'm doing, because I don't often go out to the kitchen to cook anything. And he'll come out there, so when I finish with the lid, he wants to lick the cream off the top of the lid, and he has 2 licks, and that's all. It's as far as he goes. He won't take any more. He doesn't want anything else. Just that. And his cat biscuits. The vet said that's good, though, because he's quite healthy. That's all he wants to eat. They're good for him. I think they're the dearest ones you can buy, but that's okay. It's all right. He's not eating everything else. Oh, the Christmas tree. Love to eat that for some reason. I don't know what they put on the Christmas trees. They must put some sort of catnip on there or something, why the cats are so keen on Christmas trees. Chewing them. I know it's a tree, but really, nobody told him when he was born. He hasn't been outside near a tree, so why would he know that he needs the tree to climb or get up or whatever? Who told him that? I've got around there now. That's exciting. I'm really excited about this because I do like this one. I might even put this on my quilt. Now we've got to go back down in here and make a couple of little tiny stitches, because you've got this little ends of ribbon and you can see through it, you see. So we just want to be careful, don't we? We don't want too much see-through parts, bits. It's going to be... Now, do I want to put that in the centre? I don't know if I really do, because You know, maybe, I don't know, it's got to be, well, the embroidery's got to be all my own, which will be, but the work, it's got to be all your own work, and it will be that, but that mightn't look too bad. Maybe I could just put something around. Do I need white things in the centre, or do I need a gold or the yellow? Maybe the gold in the centre. I seen some, didn't I? I had some. Have I got any smaller ones? Got a bit of green. This yellowy looking one. There's a few there, isn't there? That'll take a while. Use that. Oh, there's a nice little one. Oh yeah, they're good. They're good size. Where's more of them? Here. Right. I went to a few garage sales, and I know a few people, as well as people have gifted me those. There were people, the florists was getting rid of their, people who did florist work were getting rid of their stuff for the garage sales that I went to, so that was very good. I was able to get those from there. I'm going to cut this because I only want 3. I'm going to push them down in there. I hope. Probably do one at a time. I know they went through all right. It's not very uplifting, is it really? Either it's very dull. Oh no, that's not good. I need something to give a bit of lift there. Put them back in there. They're not right, Sonya. Okay, the green ones look good. The blue ones. How about the white? Go with the gold. No, yellow. How about yellow? What do you think? Can I do a yellow one? Push that through. I hope I'm still in the shot here. I mean, having a lovely time with all these things by myself and not even including it in the stories. It's not good on me, is it? How about that? What do you think that looks like? One more? Need one more. You've got to have 3. Somebody said, I don't know. Mother Nature. Your eye doesn't like to look at one thing or something, I don't know. Your eye likes to have an odd even number with our eyes. That's what the eye says. Okay. Right, so now I'm going to cut that off there. Spread them out like that. Throw on some glue. Hope I've decided on the right thing because now I've got the glue going. Okay, a bit more. I'll do it again. Come on, do this. There it is. Ah dear. Let's see, Sonya. Pull some of that off. It doesn't matter if we do. We can have it frayed a bit more, can't we? Okay. Right. Oh, come on. Let's take it off a minute while we lay these things down flat there. Flying around there everywhere. Getting in my road. Not going the right way. It's all happening, I tell you. It's annoying me. Right. Now you'll need more glue because now you've got it all over your fingers. It's not going to be one bit of a help there, is it? A bit of dry stuff should work. Well, not dry, but nearly dry stuff should be working. Got a mess on the end of this. I think I'd rather do this than clean things, don't you? It just happens that I'd rather do that than clean things. I'm not going to leave that there. That's it. That's not going on there. Sorry. After all that work, people used to say, goodness me, Sonya, but I can't put that there because it's just not what it's just not right for me. It's just not the right idea. Oh, come on, get off there. that's not right either. I don't think. I'm going to have to put that back up there in a minute. Things fell down on top of there. There's got to have something in here I can put in that middle. There's got to be something for the middle. I'm going to have to make a flower out of some, dear oh dear. Got myself in a bit of a pickle here now, haven't I? That's not going to work. I need something. I need to gather up some more ribbon. Okay, righto. Do I have the idea now? I don't know. I'll try this. I'll try this and see if it works. I've got a tiny bit of a minute here to go. Let's see if I can get it to go. But that's the same colour. You don't need to be the same colour. You want to have a nice pale yellow colour or something. Why have I lost my voice? That's not good. I feel like I can't say anything. Okay. I'm not actually lost it, but it's not looking... It's not a bit... feels like I can't say much though. That's not showing. Oh dear. Now I've lost the plot of everything, haven't I? Anyway, if you'll forgive me, I might have to go because I've got to find something that's going to go in the centre of that and make it look amazing. I don't want to ruin it. I've got this nice big diamondy thing here. That might look alright. It's not too big, is it? What do you reckon? I'm a bit curious about putting those things on there in case they don't stay stuck. You know, you need to make sure it's going to something that's going to stay stuck. That's already been stuck on something a little bit. It hasn't stayed there, has it?